He's going to pop you off.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Both men step back for just a moment. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Right hook just missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about froch in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Gathering your pace, what you're doing, the gut.
On to the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And Jaime Munguia just got rocked. And down goes Jaime Munguia. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again.
Got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
You'd like to see more jabs. Nope, that jab not going to score. Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Breathe, just get your breath back. Good. Right. Only one round that you lost, don't worry about it. Right, you can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused, don't worry back. Just take the round off and win the round.
And there's the bell to start round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Good counter punch. Powerful counterpunch. Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
That's...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Just misses with that jab. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Talk about froch in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive.
And there's the bell for round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Through the hook, didn't land. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That big hook doesn't land. That jab won't score. A perfect counter shot. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Just avoids the left uppercut. How about that time counter shot? Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about froch in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
You know, I've been in fights like that.
This is the beginning of round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Oh, Munguia now. He's in some serious, serious trouble. Munguia now crumbles to the canvas. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Hard, he's off. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
drop their guard, they get caught. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's never ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Made a mistake, and now he's paying the price. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time. Here we go. It's round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
And he scores with the counter. Just misses with that jab. Can't land the jab there. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
They both want the knockout. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. How about that time counter shot? It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about froch in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell's so...
Round 8, and we're off again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Froch in trouble. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. And that is that. They surrender.